Aaron East with MMA UK News, and I'm joined today by Next Generation Liverpool's Ben Petches-Kelly, who makes his long-awaited return to the cage on September 29th at CW 160. I thank you for taking the time to speak with me again today, Ben, mate.
Yeah, anytime, lad, anytime. It's my pleasure.
Nice one. Right, I trust your preparations have been going well in the build-up to your highly anticipated return to action.
Yeah, training's been going very well. I was meant to be fighting next week, funnily enough, on a different show, but the promoter didn't get me a fight, so Ian offered me a fight on Cage Warriors, and I basically done a full fight camp and got another full fight camp on top of it. So coming up to two fight camps worth of training now, so I feel top of the world at the minute.
100%, man. Well, definitely with all that behind you, be more than ready, no doubt.
Yeah, not half. It's even with like the training I've been doing in the gym, I'm never not in the gym. I coach in the gym, I train in the gym, so I'm there 24/7 pretty much. So training year round with the lads at the level in our gym's just it's different to other gyms, lads. So year round I'm getting better, and when it's time to get into a fight camp, it just hits a different level.
Yeah, I see all the work you're putting in over socials. You look like you pretty much live there.
Yeah, that basically do, lad. I spend more time there than I do in my own house. It's heavy. It's Rimmer's gonna start charging me rent soon.
Right, but how does it feel to return to the cage after almost 2 years, man?
Yeah, so when it comes time to actually fighting, like, it will have been 2 years, like 2 years and a bit. So it's been frustrating, to be honest with you. It's been annoying, but I'm excited to get back in there and show everyone what I'm about again, because everyone's obviously forgot about it. So it's going to be it's going to be a good showing for me to show everyone what I'm about again.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. But what have you been up to in your absence from competition? I bet you've got some stories to tell on the improvements of your game that you've been making, no doubt.
Yeah, not half. I've literally been doing nothing but training since my last fight, to be honest with you. Got surgery on my hand because I broke my hand in my last one. So as soon as I came back from surgery, it's been non-stop training, non-stop getting better, coaching. I feel like my coaching's helping me get better as well. So I feel, I feel like I'm a completely different fighter from the last time I fought, and I was meant to have shown it myself, like showcased myself a few times since then, but a few setbacks, a few things that didn't go my way, out of my control. But now it's get the ball rolling again, and again you speak to me this time next year, and I'll be one of the biggest prospects coming out of the UK.
Yeah, well, I definitely keep tracks on you, man. You definitely are an up-and-coming talent. And I noticed that you took a trip over to Thailand. That must have been quite the experience, man.
Yeah, that Thailand's a different place altogether. I don't know. I do want to get back over there next year and do a bit more training. This time around, it was just more of a like a holiday with the missus. But yeah, next year I want to get over there, ideally with the missus again, or a few of the lads out the gym and get some training in. But that Thailand's a different level. It's you literally just train, get in the sun, eat good for all cheap, and there's literally nothing to do there but fight and train. So it's ideal for anyone who does MMA or any type of combat sport.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few athletes go over there. I mean, it's completely different. What ball game over there, man. I mean, did you meet anyone like from like one championship out there at all?
Um, I don't even know. I'm fucking that bad with them. When I went to Bangtao, they go and train out in Bangtao for
Mm.
a day or two. I seen I seen Whaley cracking the pads. And lad, she's some athlete. She when she's hitting them pads, she is. You can understand why she's at the top, the very top level. And seeing like the likes of Brad Riddell and Alex Shields took the GIF class for us. So
Mm.
I was in and around a lot of high level people, which is not uncommon for me. I've been around high level people since I started MMA. Staying in the gym with the likes of Paddy and Molly.
Mm.
Ever since I've been in the gym, they've been on the up and up. So I've been around when Paddy was selling out arena. So being around big high level people in the sports, not like I don't get starstruck by it. I'm used to it.
Mm.
I'm used to the cameras being about. I'm used to people asking them for pictures and stuff like that. So it's it was just like a second home really. That it was just easy to fit right in, and even though it was slightly different over there, like their banter, it was you could see where they just have that banter, and it's not just 100% serious. You can have a bit of a laugh with them.
Mm.
Like Alex Shields, the first session I done with them was legit, and straight away Alex Shields was fucking cracking jokes about being a Scouser. You know what I mean? So it's it's stuff like that, lad, and you set your nerves at ease, and you know, at a place like that, you can't not get better.
100%, man. I mean, so many experience over the next 2 years, but what a return to action is going to be, though, man. Right, following in the footsteps, as the people just mentioned, like Molly and Paddy, and next gen. Yeah, what taking your first step onto the Cage Warriors cage, but no doubt it's been a goal of yours.
Yeah, 100%. You know, I've fought on Cage Warriors before as an amateur. I fought twice. I've got a
Mm.
win and I've got a loss on Cage Warriors as an amateur. But you know, I'm looking setting the record straight with a big win on my professional debut for Cage Warriors. But yeah, our gym's just breeds fighters to Cage Warriors. You know, it's the stepping stone in Europe to the UFC, and no one can tell me the different. That is a better show in Europe to get to the UFC. You know, you look at the likes of Paddy, Molly. There's Reece McKee this weekend. There's been fucking obviously the likes of McGregor, Bisping. All these people over the years have all come through Cage Warriors, and there's a reason that they're still going to this day, and it's because they feed straight into the UFC. So making a name for myself on Cage Warriors has obviously been a goal since day one, and this is just the start of a stepping stone to bigger things.
Yeah, 100%, man. Well, Cage Warriors has definitely been a stomping ground for next gen, no doubt about it. Right, but
Yeah,
looking ahead.
that's it. Look,
Oh,
sorry, lad.
no, no,
Sorry,
sorry,
lad.
no, my mistake. Right, looking
Yeah.
ahead, you are set to take on Marcus Me. Well, yeah, right, both evenly matched, as well as this both. Yeah, right. As well as this, right, being both of your second outing on your professional circuit. Right, but what do you make of Marcus as you prepare to collide in Manchester?
Yeah, you know, from what I've seen of Marcus, lad, he looks like a good fighter. You know, he looks athletic, he looks strong. He's obviously packed power in his hands as well, and I've got nothing but respect for the man. I don't know him personally, but um, from watching his fight, I respect him. You know, he comes from a good gym in at the Wallhead gym as well. So
Mm.
obviously, I'm all right with the lads down there. So I know it's a good gym. I know we'll be training hard, and I know they wouldn't be pushing fighters out to and up to a certain standard. So I'm looking forward to a good fight, but I just generally think that I'm on a different level everywhere to this man. And when it comes to on the night, I'm going to show it on the 29th.
Yes, well, it was definitely definitely a great evenly matched fight, man. Ian Dean really knows how to make him, doesn't he?
Yeah, Ian Dean, man. Ian Dean's the best matchmaker outside the UFC, lad. He'd make good money in the UFC, Ian Dean. He knows how to put a good fight together, and I can't wait to be. Obviously, me and Marcus, we've only got low records, so probably going to be first or second fight of the night. But I can guarantee you, my performance is going to steal the show.
Yeah, the true ones want no never to miss the prelims, man.
That's it, lad. You know, it's a weird one fighting on a Friday as well, but you know, first fight, lad, I'm going to set the tone right for the lads on the night, and it's going to be a big night for the gym.
100%, man. I mean, I know we just mentioned recently that your Next Gen's got a huge, huge part to play in Cage Warriors, and this card's shaping up to be quite nicely with a huge inclusion from Next Gen. But other than your
Yeah,
inclusion on the night, are there any confirmed fighters or bouts in particular that you're looking forward to witnessing at all?
yeah, lad. I think every pro fighter in the gym, man, it's like two or three people signed to Cage Warriors. I'm not signed to Cage Warriors myself yet, but I'll look to be joining them real soon. But you know, on the night we've got, I think there's 8 or 9 of us out there. So there's obviously Luke Riley. He's got a good fight coming up against a good, strong opponent. Nathan Fletcher, the same. Nathan's probably the best bantamweight outside of the UFC. So I'm looking forward to him showing what he's made of again and getting one step closer to the UFC. And then again, we've got the likes of Matt Bonner. Matt Bonner's my main training partner. You know, when it was the former Cage Warriors middleweight champion. But again, I'd say I literally train with the man every day. I can't wait to see him go out there, put a good performance in. And again, who else am I missing on the list? I'm missing all sorts. Cullen's got a big fight, a good big comeback fight for himself. You know, I could just sit here all day talking about the lads' fights and
Yeah,
which ones I'm looking forward to. So selfishly, I'm made up. I'm going to be on first out the lads, so I can get to sit backstage and watch the rest of them, and then help them get ready for their fights as well. So selfishly, I'm made up to be first on the night because one, I get done. I don't have to stress about their fights,
mm,
and I get to enjoy watching them as well.
100%, man. It's going to be an absolute freaking barn burner, no doubt about it. All right, bro. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you today, man. I wish you all the best in your final preparations, and I'll definitely look forward to your return to action, man.
Nice one, fella. Nice one for taking the interview as well, mate. I appreciate it.
Anytime, man. Right, but last but not
Nice one,
least,
brother.
but do you have a message for the fans that will be in attendance and anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, make sure you're there early. You know, I'm going to be on first or second fight, definitely. So make sure you're there early. Expect big things and, you know, keep an eye out for me over the next coming year and you'll see what I'm made of.
Nice one, man. Anyone you'd like to give a shout out to?
Shout out to all the lads at Next Gen, you know, couldn't do it without them. They're literally a family to me. The likes of Paul Bremer, Ellis Hampson, Adam Venstry, people like that. And then a big shout out to Paul Reed as well, of Team Vortex and Athlete Factory in Chester. You know, he's put some good time and effort into me over the last few years and he's made me into a professional athlete and not just a fighter or just um, a young athlete coming up. He's made me a professional athlete and I train properly because of Paul as well. So grateful for all my coaches and all my training partners and shout out to them.